Hey, what's up, guys? It's Amanda Mayhem here from Unclaimed Bands with Eric 13 of the Sex Slaves. Let's give it up. Let's hear some applause. Woo! All right. So, Eric.
So, Amanda.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
You're pretty good?
I'm pretty good.
You're back in Philly?
Back in Philadelphia. I just stepped off stage here on University of Penn campus. Thought it sounded great myself, if I say so myself.
Most definitely. Awesome set, as always.
It was a great crowd, actually. It's nice to be back with friends. I've been on tour. I've been working very hard and a lot of grueling conditions, so to be home with people that have been with me through the course of the development of a lot of these songs. I played songs off our current record, our last record, our previous record. It's a lot of fun. That's what makes it worthwhile.
You tour a lot. Where did you tour this time around?
Well, I just completed a 2-month run around the eastern half of the United States. Let's see, in the first 2 months of 2010, we've done 40 shows, and it went very well.
Any shows in particular stand out to you? Any crazy experience, or is it always a crazy experience? Any funny stories?
I mean, it sounds silly like they all run together, but because they don't. I mean, I remember them individually, but Cleveland is always awesome.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland does rock.
Cleveland
Peabody's
rocks.
is an amazing club, and Chris Z, great owner, works very hard at promoting rock and roll and making bands work hard but earn it and reap the benefits of playing his club.
Now, you tour a lot, and you can actually check that out on the Sex Slaves website as well as the MySpace. Always talks about different tours you've been on and the grueling work ethic and whatnot. Do you have any special tips for bands that are just starting out going on tour?
Quit your job, move out of your apartment, get rid of all your worldly possessions, and go for it.
That sounds like great advice. You heard it here first. Now, on stage, you were talking about your acoustic album. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What inspired you for certain songs and whatnot?
You know, I enjoy playing acoustic guitar, and it's a separate outlet from the Sex Slaves. I mean, Sex Slaves is my life. It is my everything I do, but, you know, the other slaves aren't here tonight, but it is nice to get up in Philly and jam out with some friends. There's just some songs that I want to record that basically the set that I played tonight that I would like people to have a chance to listen to, and it'll help me move on creatively.
What's the first song you learned on acoustic guitar?
The Jack by AC/DC.
Nice. What's the first song you wrote on an acoustic guitar?
That's a good question.
That's a good.
The first Sex Slave song I ever written was 2 a.m.
Nice.
I will say that, yeah. It was 2 a.m. and then We Are the Sex Slaves. Were
Awesome.
the first 2 Sex Slave songs I've written.
So where can we find out more about you? Any website?
Eric13,000.com or sexslavesnyc.com.
Sounds awesome.
All there in black. And also on tmz.com, they have a special section for me. I've been on TMZ a few times. Page 6, New York Times. I've been in there like 4 times. Like, they're kind of jerks. Like, they'll print some fucked up shit about you, but the old adage, like, there's no such thing as bad press. Like,
yes.
Page 6 has
all
you.
publicity is good publicity.
It was like me and Madonna were like 3 syllables apart. It was like, I got a lot of
that's awesome. That sounds
hits
great.
on my website when they're like, Eric 13 and Madonna are in the same club in New York City. Like, that was like 3 years ago, but it's like.
Did you meet Madonna?
Oh, I've met Madonna.
Really?
Yeah, well, I partied with her at 3 of Cups in New York City. It's like, that was the whole
awesome.
Page 6 thing. It was like, it was me, it was actually all the Sex Slaves. Me, Jay, and Dell. It was Courtney Love, Madonna, and like, they had this huge, like, entourage, like, security. Their security force filled up, like, the whole bar, but we were working there, and it wasn't like Madonna. Initially, they weren't like trying to talk to us. Next thing you know, it was like, we're sitting at the bar. It's like Jay is behind the bar bartending. Dell, me, Madonna, Courtney Love. And we're like, Jay's making Cosmos or whatever the fuck. Courtney Love is like, give me a fucking Cosmo. Madonna was like, cool. She seems
very zen.
No, I have nothing but respect for Madonna. She's
Madonna's great.
She's intelligent. She's respectful. She was just so cool. She sat there and I mean, not that she came there to hang out with us, but she was there and she was like, we're here let's make the best of it. We partied till like 8 in the morning. We were just drinking Jack Daniel, drinking beer, telling stories. We had a great time. She's
That's
awesome.
so great. So you definitely think Courtney Love is a bigger partier than Madonna? How is
Well, it's a
Madonna
little
getting
different.
down?
It's a little different. I mean, they're both crazy partiers, but
Gotcha.
Courtney Love can get a little more like off the hook. But she's cool
Gotcha.
too. You know, I have nothing bad to say about her. She's awesome. She's awesome.
That sounds awesome. I think you're awesome, and I know a lot of people think you're awesome. You have fans everywhere.
Well,
Can
we
you
work
tell?
very hard.
You have girls that came from Ohio to Philly to see you play. Do you have any crazy fan stories? Any really diehard loyal fan
you know what? I
stories?
played this show tonight, and like these 4 girls drove 9.5 hours to see me tonight.
Thank you so much for coming down, playing the bar, coming down to the other section of the bar, and doing a little interview with Unclaimed Bands. We definitely appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck with everything, and we'll be talking to you soon. Any shows coming up before we sign off?
Sex Slaves are doing a European tour in April, Central Europe. We're doing France, Germany, Austria, our first time in Austria, Northern Italy, Netherlands. We come home, we go back in June, we do Italy, Southern France, and España. Can't effing wait. And I'm dying to get back to Sweden. I'm hoping late August we'll be back in Sweden, Norway, and our first time in Finland. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Sounds awesome. Thank you so much.